Last time on Endwalker Z. The world's on fire! Thank you, Ellie. Okay, for some reason my picture goofed. Why? There. Okay, later. Hunter is waiting. As we finish your deliveries, might I talk with you a moment? I was curious to know what was become of Bevan and the Quester's remains. I'll lower this a little bit. Oh, thank you, friend. Surely they'll be able to rest peacefully at each other's side. I and the people opposed them will perform the rites as soon as we are able. As for the child, it will not be easy for her, growing up without her parents. I promise to do though I can, despite she's able to eat solid food. The fish I can catch will help nourish her. Well, we finished delivering the chai. I do believe everyone was tipping hot cup. I could almost believe there was a magic at work, but their tension fades with every sip. Let's pray that Paco stands and see and lasts these transformations, at least for now. They're still at rest, as every village in Thunder has, like as not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible. So we return and rouse at hand. Well, man, don't let us keep you further. And we still have need of wisdom and strength to deliver from this horrible calamity. And I will do what I can do as well. I will bring rations and supplies from Kelly. We have plenty to spare. Yeah, he's gonna be our beast master, our beast tribe leader. And let's find Steve and be on our way. Where do you want her off to again? Walk through Dona, near the bridge that rouses him, as I recall. Very well. And I fly. And oh god, it's so much better now. You have no bloody idea. I think I'm gonna switch my palette for the rest of my day. Because I need to get caught up on shit. I praise that sitting out of the situation I'm opposed to stand, so we don't need to have that conversation. How do you suppose the others have fared in the capital? I hope things have been not too eventful in their absence. I've not told me anything. I'm full glad I hear that people are safe. Likewise, you'll be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle ruins. As soon as we finish off the last of them. Trying to lay ahead of the people that are unfortunately have a wise and built a center of the shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word I think right not sure a while ago. He waits our return on the city Azul's path. Come. I don't know what the hell are you talking about. No preference. I am full 5:30, right? Okay. I'm gonna be at that point. My gear is now wear and teared. Oh yeah, I also got my collector's items too recently. Some of those gears not gonna be good for me. be a struggle for the people to come to terms with these tragedies, but they're far stronger than you think. Poor old woman who became a beast said her grandson had gone to the Pakistan. Hope he survives. There's a lingering sense of desolation, but that's much preferable to the panic and chaos we saw before. It's good to see you safe. Given the skies, it's all too easy to fear the worst. I'm pleased to report that we succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts all have been felled and the citizens are safe for now. I was heard from the radio that its important proclamation will be made in the city square, though they said no more than that. May have weighed out deals this about. Yo, Stenny, you got a thing you want to say? So, pictures finally come out from beyond the curtain. I suppose that, too, we should hear what he has to say. To marry two dogs, and before that, it would appear that the word assembly has not reached all the citizens. Everyone along the way seems unaware, personally enlightened them. Well, I think it's high time we get rid of these clans because I'm not fighting anime anymore. Ah, it's upstairs. I haven't done my roulettes today, so I got a lot of things. Where'd the beasts go? I've been hiding and I'm too scared to go out and look. Oh, that's a relief. I thought one of these beasts was going around to eat me. Where is he's the slowest runner. Hope he got away. He could be with the other people from the palace. I'll see him on the square. Leave me be, please. I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible. Oh gods, what are you doing? Scaring me like that. If we're not quiet, these beasts will find us. I swear, you say. Well, that's where the sedgehogs go. With my very eyes, I saw him crushing that creature's bow. So many lives lost, such terrible carnage. And he said someone else will rouse his hand in his deed. Whoever they are, if they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved Cetra, I will make them regret it. Yeah, well... What level is this quest? 85. Oh boy. Getting close. But seeing that people are still having language house, I can't blame them. Yeah, we know that what Strata is for does. With one of the first brew on our side, I have faith as soon as they will come to understand us at the time. Where my man working towards a common goal. I hear you're able to bring the situation of Pakistan under control. Every life loss is a tragedy, but you should take pride in doing what you could. I was in command during an earlier pandemic. I did so instinctively and out of necessity. Tis not my place to give orders, but I'm glad the people are heeding them. Now that we're in need of a true leader, a Meganus and just Cetra will guide them every step of the way. Fortunately, they are blessed with such a soul. If anyone can protect and guide them through this, it is he. Welcome back, Allie. Alfred told me everything. I was pleased to hear that Vitra has chosen to reveal himself at last. Peter rouses his hand, he has strong and wise Cetra more than ever. People are slowly making their way here, but many are still gripped by fear and doubt. Hopefully Vitra's message of hope will resonate strongly enough with the ones who are willing to listen. Spread every corner of the avenue. This is regulars. Proclamation will begin shortly. Let's wait here and we'll do something important.
Look! Someone's coming!
I was going to ask himself. Well, not himself, but...
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Many thanks.
A dragon!
Wow!
Yeah, the kids like them.
People of Razathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
Oh, really? We're not going to go through the whole speech and see everyone's reaction?
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Fafnir, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Razathan to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already. Yet so long as you live, the light of Razathan will never be extinguished. watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together. So too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Indeed.
Uh-oh. What is Charlene doing here?
Excuse me, but I must speak with the Satrap at once.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzat-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your Satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
You're looking at him.
I am Satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the seventh umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat-Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy Forum been allies to Thavner. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palika's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine.
Okay.
All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do?
Fear and despair.
Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Okay, you did this before.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
Yeah. Whoa! That's not good.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet, and we will meet again.
Well, that flower got obliterated. Help! trusted the message meant for you and companions. When you're done speaking on my says, I will share it with you. We have no better, safer course of action to offer them than fleeing to the moon. I know this, and yet Vitre's people love their home. There must be something we can do. Even if we're Vitre acquaintances their proposal, just how do the Charlatans intend to transport the nation's entire populace to the moon? They can't. The moon's not going to be able to sustain everybody. Their solution sits ill with me. If life has taught me anything, it is that there is a little to be gained from arguing with charlatans. We must take it upon ourselves to find a better way. Under normal circumstances, the forum's proposal would be regarded as sheer madness, but when the sky burns, even madness could falling. Doubtless Victor is loath to abandon his home, and yet, absent of their options, he cannot dismiss the option out of hand. That soldier in the radio there, if I'm not mistaken, he accompanied Arwen to a rest bay. Could it be that he knew Metro was a dining hall one? Yeah, he said. As far as we can, after all the horrors we've seen, there's still so much we don't know about the final days. Could it be, as Ninjana said, that the cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension, and if so, are we powerless to forestall it? World's End. I had a gun lance for that. Greetings, Honor, Science, and Sound Dawn. I have a message from His Excellency, the Santrop. Great Science, you have my gratitude to aid people in this much trying times. How last matters here, might prevent me from meeting you all in person. So to my appreciation, I have managed for a feast to be held in your honor. May I have nourished you for preparation for the trials ahead. Just of the words of the Master Vidra, Feasty speaks of you at the Memorit's Spain. Pray make your way whenever business here is done. Thank you for your kindness indeed. I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action, and that seems the idea of Anu. Oh, and to you, Galligan, there is someone who I hope to introduce you in particular. One of those to take you for any spare moment of your time. Personal invitation, though, for whether serves as the highest demand right now, must be important. Worry not. Got some food for you to take some of the time you need. Sid? Thank you, friend. Whenever you're ready, push my man at A3 Plaza. We should go ahead. Sid? We really haven't seen Sid too much in this expansion. He's due for appearance. Like, I'm not kidding. Oh, Anima. I'm sorry, you had your run about. Access to the other here has been restricted to a select few ever since the tower first appeared. We still apologize for the inconvenience, but it's now deemed too dangerous to permit the free movement of visitors at time of emergency. The risk we would not take. In light of recent developments, however, the Center has decided such a restriction will only hinder our efforts to combat the final days. As such, I would encourage you to tune the 8th rate before proceeding along the corridor. Thank you. I must be wondering what this place is. You stand in the hall of reading host where our leadership oversees our Rouse Ion's military operations. Sundrop, our destination lays ahead. There it is, our role quest. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, let me introduce Oh, so the famous going today. I knew the moment he stepped through the door. You know, the one look who's walked through hell. One way somewhere. Sure, but please, you're speaking to the center of honored guests and a savior of people. Can you not show a model of respect? What? Disrespect is their opinion of fellow warrior compliment. We're all friends here, or soon enough. Look, we're Noah's sister. More formally, then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it's a pleasure to have you with us, oh great champion of yours, the sign of the 7th Dawn warrior laying a whole around good egg on the drawer. Who are you? Full with too many scars and knees that ache in the winter. The name's Fairbairn, and I tend to business here. And what's our business? How do I put it? President welcomes delegates from other lands to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. And there is military matters to discuss. This is why all these officers are stationed here in the Stundra. Imagine you're more familiar with each of the nations that represent, yes? You got a representative from Doma. Resistance. Hold on, Almigo. No stuff. Gridania. And last but never let it be said least, Ishtar. They're the eyes and ears and mouths of the bridge that distance between us and their respective homelands. We use this brief for respect to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts, and when you know it, all the leaders request a few words for you specifically. You're a man of the hype man, eh? And so, will you mind repelling as your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself. So... oh shit, this is one hell of a war table. Thank you for the writ. The conditions under which men are turned to beasts, the theory remedies you have deserved, you have given us much to consider. It's considering that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red, contrary to what one would expect. Thank you for the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon already proved invaluable. Assuming reports of the climate here in Thenerife, the Grand Company and yours are far and eastern. Our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. We began to take a step to assess the essential and phenomenal spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the bounty, including this island and Corvos. Alas, that is little comfort. Also, all throughout allied lands, there has been reports of people transferring hideous beasts. For what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature that involving the merchant Kazal. As is the case here, the victims underwent pains prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so, while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, the transformation do not appear subject to any similar restriction. If anyone anywhere overcome by this can turn, then nowhere is safe. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we're out to get these creatures a name, don't you think? Here in Resident, we're taking a call on the first change tend to be the biggest blasphemies. Fitting name of the name, but it's sure to clear the future communication. We shall urge the comrades adapt this terminology. Others had to take a measure to deal with the threat to the best of their abilities. Each HMA assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies and respond as when they appear. At the same time, they're all doing their power to put the people's minds at ease and prevent panic and fear from superior panic. That said, brave souls within the strength and fortitude to fight these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, as for the elite reason that we turn to you. Pray lend us your strength and help us slay the blasphemies that plague our homeland. Now, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. I shall also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess widely different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. It's So before you go rushing on to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. That's what everybody expects. And with that, I believe our friend here has a feast in time. Spare a thought for us when we were talking all that punk cuisine. The guy access the role quest for Endwalker. A separate quest, line story is available for tank, melee DPS, physical range DPS, logical range DPS, and healer roles. Don't take these quests, speak with the delegates in Suntrap, and agree to help defeat the Destinies that plague their respective homelands. So right now, I have healer, caster DPS, and tank. Liz of the Breath is the great Dodo. I'd love to bombard you with questions or exploit, but my associator will have a word with you first. Oh, my Lord Gallion. I've been waiting for your company. The found where a man turned the monster. It pains to say that Ishkar has not been spared. I dread this blasphemy has appeared in the Holy See, and to compound the people's heart, the beast resembles a dragon. That's not good. It's imperative that it be vanquished without delay, and today we begin assembling a hunting party. Given that the fear and spirit might rise against us, we're being stingy on whom we choose for this duty. Yet, while we're confident in the quality of our knights, the mission will greatly benefit the presence of a battle mage. One can stand on affliction to face our fellow quarry. We would be hard-pressed to find an individual who fits that description better than you. Will you lend a striking skill? When you're in depth, just a moment I'll relay your guidance and command. Just so, I'm probably around Ivory Ishkar. Please take yourself to the Aetherite Plaza, where Ezreal will be there to receive you. Ooh, Ezreal. May the fairies be you. For Dola and Ironvolt! Oh, this is gonna be a treat. If you are ready to lead your aid, then praise you the situation. We see reports that creatures believed to be blasphemy stalking the streets of Alamigo. Troops have been assigned that the dragon slayed the beast, but there are likely to be casualties. With most of our healers posted elsewhere, we have thought of petitioning you for aid. Once again, we're in doubt. We shall inform Commander Aram forthwith. My comrades in the Marble Flames will be glad to have you watch over them. See, as we've given no signs of blasphemy in our lands, we have joined the Alamigan allies in a hunt for the fiend. True is, the majority of our own healers are working day and night to treat the tempered Imperials capturing Hackathon. Still working on that? For that reason, we too will be glad to hear how your presence alone will be great to comfort the troops, I'm sure. And time is essence. I ask you to make your way to Alamigan quarter and report duty. Commander Arden will oversee the hunt and will explain upon your arrival. May Rygar grant you strength. Okay. Hearing and delegates urge the U.S. stout defender to help combat the threat in his homeland. Commander Arden will oversee the hunt and will explain upon your arrival. May Rygar grant you strength. Okay. Hearing and delegates urge the U.S. stout defender to help combat the threat in his homeland. Commander Arden will oversee the hunt and will explain upon your arrival. May Rygar grant you strength. Come on behalf of the Twin Hours, the enlisted aid of the accomplished fighters. This motherfucker covered in their homes in fear represents a threat of the 12s with a blasphemy. Strikes quickly and with daily precision before we turn in the shadows whence it came. Tries to remind we have yet to devise means to track it, much less slay it. Some of their souls search for it even now, but their chances would improve greatly if they had a stout protector at their side. Judging on value reputation, I dare say precisely the man we seek. What say you, whether to serve as a shield that stand between Gordani and certain doom? I'll think as every three is like, yes. Make haste to the Adder's Nest and I'll report my spear. We'll go down and we'll pray your success. Brave forget her about her rudeness. She can be a bit vulturous at times, but simply her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you from your heart and rest. You'll be rejoining your companions, yes? You do know the ways to the rain. Glad to hear you become familiar with our city. You'll be pleased to hear the drinks are on the house, and so order whatever suits your fancy. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of the ring, I always thank you for your friends and more linear strength and courage rather than on our time of need. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight in the end. That we might honor Amon's legacy and serve Master Vitra. Well, you have my word on your efforts when I be in vain. So we have more quests unlocked here. Well, we're gonna put this on hold, and we're gonna go do things. So I'm gonna go there. Not a world. So world boss's ultimate goal, at least one of them. Very curious. This fucking one-shot me. Nothing new. Leon's aroused his hand, sent word to your arrival, but I'm getting scarcely believe our luck. Are you truly here to help us bring the wicked blasphemy to heel? Then here is hope for us. I shall fetch the elder species here at once. If she is leading the hunt, I'm certain she'll be much eager to see you. Wow! So glad to welcome you in good health and good spirits, Scallion. On behalf of Gordano, let me thank you for risking our defense yet again. You should forgive me for eschewing through the formalities. It's time for the essence. I shall share with the world we know of this elusive scourge. Following the events of Thavnir, we received a report an unidentified man had fallen to fits on the rep before transferring to beast most foul and blasphemy. We seem determined. Eyewitnesses significant attack spoke of patterns of its skin and remnants of a heavy chains. And thus we had named it Galepier for the creature of the legend. It emerges from the bush without warning, bringing destruction and tragedy to those unfortunate enough to be near. And we responded with retreats into hiding, leaving no trace for us to follow. That was chaos for us to rid the force of this wicked presence, yet even if we track it to its lair, a fair beast and beast would be no simple matter. The wounds of Gimpir's victims are tamed by corruption. We can but conclude that the fiend's fangs, claws, and horns are all imbued with powerful poison. The smallest scratch sends affliction into fits, and death soon follows. Many of you know the creeping death, the effect of Gimpir's vile poison, bears more than a passing similar to symptoms of a deadly plague. It spread through the 12s many years ago. The sick found their skin covered in chain-like patterns and spent their final moments in excruciating pain. This was long before I came to Gordon, but people speak of it with dread. Is it true the disease spared but not a single here? Very narrowly, yes. Before the remainder were taken and able to devise a cure for the Glumstrom. Slow though it was, the scars of this tragedy could begin to heal. Camp here threatens to reopen our wounds, I fear. Yet, despite the similarities between the blasphemous corruption and the creeping death marks, it is clear how these two phenomena are related, if at all. Both conjuring and white magic have failed to abate the poison spread. To confront Gilbert now will place our soldiers at risk at grievous injury. Forgive me, Elsha, but this appears to be urgent. What? Again? Anyway, I struck once more in the North Shroud. The whalers came too late to see the beast themselves, but the man attacked Liz. They are bringing him to full guard fort as we speak. Let us meet them there. Will you accompany us? Edmure was able of praises the details upon our arrival. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. As Caesar, your honors with your presence. I can't thank you enough for coming this way. Given dire circumstances, one leads us to another. Where is the wounded man? Outside the Bobbing Court, being tended to one of our healers. He's a capable healer, but where is beyond his capabilities. I should do all my power to aid him. I, in turn, have been any assistance as well. I ask you to stay close, both of you. She's afraid this thing's kind of transformed. She is afraid of it. All the fucking mounts, I gotta choose the fucking fattest one. Cleanse the life, but I bet barely. Let's try to ease his pain. Yeah, he survived his counter over his face for his fortune. I know not if he can be saved, but if at least all he is suffering we must. He's a hearty soul, but moderately lost. While I managed to heal his wounds, the poison lingers. I fear the worst is yet to come. When I remove his clothes for treatment, I recognize the chance. This is indeed the creeping death. Do not lose heart. I shall spare no effort. Rest for now, we might need your towns again ere long. There goes, man. There goes. Blur's far over them. The camp from the East Gate. Shores are known as the carriers of creeping death. Villagers are on edge, and if they think the Vulcan harbors another plague, they may panic. Pray save the carriers. I remain here with the victim. Okay. Wellswood had a plague, scared the shit out of everybody. We've been informed in Ishgard for the mage story that there was a resemblance of a dragon. What did scare the shit out of a lot of people in Ishgard at that time? Dragons. Good, you know, we're in a civil peace right now between dragon and man at the moment, but still, that memory still serves today. So, two things in common of how many years people still remember the legends or the stories. Alamigo, well, I don't know what's going on there. The only know is a guy transferred to a blasphemy, so... Something of everyone's past. What the hell is Limsus? I feel like Alamigo has got to be probably like oppression of some sort, because you know how they were oppressed from the Empire. Doma, I don't know. I feel like Doma might have something similar on that fact, but I think there's something in the past they had a problem. I don't know. There's one theory I can think of why people were still linger, besides the Empire, obviously. But when Doma was not Doma. They go by the lessons. Either of them, we're just going to go yokai type of deal. Stories, you know. Ishgar Dragons. This one's about the plague. Limsa, I just don't know what I can think of. All I can think of is their history was they were afraid they were going to be left to die. Because of starvation and such, because you know how they were. And they're pirates. And again, they're pirates. They worry about their way of life is not going to be existent. So, I don't know. That could be another blasphemy issue with that. I think the Wild-Eye Failure is the source of the earlier yelling. Do you see any shadows nearby? They were near outer space, a whole swarm, like an army getting ready for war, bringing the creeping death like as not. Folk have been dropping dead with no rhyme or reason. I'm not about to join them, no sir. Getting right back fast as my legs can carry me. Where you been? I'll show you to a healer. It's not a single hole that doesn't belong, you can be sure. You best do something about that swarm, though. With that, we could, but keeping the gate in manner is our priority, and we have no numbers to spare a hunting party. By the time weather enforcement will be too late, I'll deal with the Jerichos, the one that calls the greater numbers of the other flag on ALA. Command your bravery, Godspeed, and don't be bitten. I feel like that's a myth. Wow. These things die like nothing. Okay, I had to say stuff. Fuck. It's like, oh! You thought that was easy? Fuck you! Oh my god, come on, man. Oh yeah, my fucking spirit wins. Now AoE! Suppose we praise in you. You come bearing a cure for the creeping death, but it's a little use against actual death. That's why I came. I heard a tale of a man suffering from uncommon pains of focal fire, sense of opportunity of philanthropy, and touch of profit. All myths, but what you say is true. His condition demands much for a pair of feet than mine. Can you bring the medicine to him in my state? No need for payment this time, of course. I guess he's being honest. Saved my life and one good turn deserves another. I hope the cure works well as per tradition. As for me, I'm on my way and give my biokid a spy of white birth. Interesting. So, is this just gonna be one finale, or are we actually gonna quest line over time? Thank you for calling the heroes. Alas, our patient condition has yet to improve, and it's all we can do from succumbing to the poison. Oh, creeping death remedy. Is it made from the herb which cures creeping death? I know this medicine is once used to treat the creeping death. Given its symptoms, it may not prove effective as well. Works well in the body quickly, as I recall. Oh, just a little longer, friend. The medicine will soon relieve your pain. I don't. It hurts. It hurts. Why? Why? The man strikes die in his throat as his body is racked with violent convulsions. Then he falls, still so quiet, as if his breath was snatched from his chest. Both have mercy. At least, at the very least, his suffering's over. Given how we've been quicker to deliver the medicine, would he have lived? Nay, I think not. He was doomed from the moment the poison entered his blood, as will be others who we know soon gain an understanding of our foe. Let this tragedy not be in vain, but serve as a lesson. Though the effects of the universe corruption resemble the creepy death, it's clear that the two share little less in common. Poison burns through the body more quickly than any disease. Too deadly is it to be borne by creatures so fragile as Kurios, or other besides. Then it's one less possibility that peoples need fear. It's a shame a life was a loss, but this knowledge may help us ensure that others are not. Spread word to do so with delicacy. In these troubled times, fear and despair can drive like billions of souls to desperate ends. Given there's only one blasphemy as known to us in Gridania for now, we must do our utmost to stop him from sowing further discord. I still urge sincere. I'll give this man proper prayer for sharing what we discovered. Certainly good for us, about it. It's still a primary concern. Let's return to the editor's nest for information shall be our most reliable weapon in that base head, and there's no better place to acquire it. This is an interesting story. So how are they gonna bump these storylines here? By 2 levels, every level. Kipper has been sighted in various locales, and though we are reviewing a report respected most of our interests, Hero has a way of making one jaw jump at shadows. It takes some time before we discern which reports merit more involved investigation. Until then, I'll ask you to stay vigilant and keep your eyes peeled for any sign of blasphemy. So it's going to be every level. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do all these right now. That's going to be too much fun. But, very interesting. Nevertheless. Oh, God's leg is cramp. Oh, what the freaking popped my leg. Whew, I'm old. Technically, I should be going to fucking taking a nap or something because I've been up since freaking 12. But it's so fucking good. I know I must eat to regain my strength, but between you and me, I don't have much of an appetite. How was your meeting with Radia? I would love to hear more. Good that you can join us. Man over there will be happy to take your order. The threat here has been quelled, but our job's only just begun. Oh, we're due for a good meal. You're always eating, yes, dude. Forgive me for not wanting to make toast. My throat has been utterly parched. Welcome. And then Sethra asked the Italian party on our cast. I was wondering who it might be. This is Lowe's surprise, to say the least. By the way, I heard about that Kazaa from your friend Garcia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I was also heartened to hear that he meant us no harm. Can't thank you enough for dispatching the beast. As a small token of thanks for your food and drinking it, and today our medicine treat. Speaking of which, what should I start you with? Yeah, try sounds good. As you wish, creamy drink friends, I'll bring you a drink. Welcome back. Where did the radio want me to put down? Others have sent military delegates. That's news to me. Mind sharing the details? fuck? Please, there's voice acting. My throat's
So
getting-
blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
Every time we call it ellipses, we're going to do well to remember the name.
So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead. Elidibus. I sealed him in the white aurosite of the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
I can't believe we're going back to the first. I didn't think we were ever going to do that.
Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the Ethereal Sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
Can't believe we're going back to the first. I didn't think we were going to actually do that. I like a feast that lift the spirits. Just enjoy yourself as well. The front really has been spurred to action by Highland's purpose. It is not that the terror was entrusted to Master Matoya, who bears them their love. No doubt she has a reason for this, and I want to know what it is. That's true. She is part of it. Because I think she was part of the forum, but she released her fucking title. So Matoya has to have something on her end. Beasts and blasphemies may be running amok in nearby lands outside of influence arousing an alliance. If so, I need to go hunting. The final day is how far has the phenomenon spread and how does it manifest itself in each land? I must reach out to my friends in each nation and find out all I can. Well, I suppose I do figure out if I was slow I can. First, guys, let's wait 9 if I got anything to say about it. yeah, let's say. Now then, is there anything we forgot to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? In that case, it's time we each attend to our tasks, and when we arrive in the forest, give her a course to read. Tell her I miss her. Oh. A6. Oh god, it's return to Australia. Okay, so emulation was 67. We're 86 right now, so we got one more level until we hit trial. Take this guy, my spirit vessel. What? Why? Oh, we need the access to Crystal Tower, probably. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower systems in no use. Even the smallest fragment of Elizabeth's essence remains. It should be possible to locate it. As for the access, oh yes, basically got land for his systems. Chances are she stands at the watch by the center gate. She should anyone else to ask after me. Tell them I'm living my life to the fullest. I am happy with hardships and all. Well, we best of our respective ways. God's willing, we'll see each other again or long. Oh god. We're back to the first. I didn't think we were gonna make a reference, honestly. Hey, Lena. Kellyanne, you have returned. Have you been well, you and others? I'm sure it's trouble, but we're well enough. Then thinking they're much the same as for you as we're here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. Oh. He said this to you? Those exact words? Oh, I know that he is happy. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you again for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Futile request always. And tell him that all is well here. Peace you give to us continues when we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. Of course of this, I occasionally bicker, but we never have more than optimistic for the moral. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on how we should run the city in the Archlard's absence. Most of our mind on the settlement council should continue to oversee the general running of the Constorium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but whoever we choose to proceed, we will not replace our lord. No one could. Yeah, good talk. Have you recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there has been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Rain came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. She and I are concerned to use how host a festival, you see. Oh, we're finally gonna do this festival thing! It was so popular that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparation for the festival and the restoration of Empty, she struck me as happy and full of life. So when I saw her on the stage with such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially when she couldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she was more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? You wish to enter the omnibus? Very well. I shall fetch the key at once and take the opportunity to find Rain. Please wait for me to say in front of the cabinet of curiosity. Should we say, I'll be along as soon as I can. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, there's some now. Not used to this. Following an event cannot be scheduled. You may wish to cancel out any pending duty fund or restorations. Oh! This is some serious shit now. Well, exposition jump ahoy! Oh, it's this fucking thing. Never mind. To my old eyes to see, is that truly Galleon? Oh! How are you guys doing? How it is! So glad to see you hailing home, my friend. What wonderful surprise is to have you back with us in most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we're planning to reduce a tome and chronicling events of the flood of the Knight's return. For this project, we intend to draw upon the records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and commentary for enhanced accounts will be a centerpiece of the tome, but yours will be the one that crowned them all. We're announcing a trivia chapter of the soul, a subject that is the key to understanding what shared endeavors. In the course of filming the Spirit Festival, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. There is no end to the questions I will ask you, but if you could indulge me in just one for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered the greatest struggle? Titania, driven mad by the light and luminous, all three, and his misguided self-righteousness. Hades, who bore the burden of his people. It's making a surprise, but I really want to go with this one, but oh wow. I have to go with Hades. I gotta give him credit. Ah yes, Hades, he who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in a quest to restore the night. Her battle in the depths of the tempest of stuff Olympics. Yet, compelling as it is, I worry that mere words can adjust us to that fateful confrontation. Not that we would think it all man entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we would impress upon readers as the climax of the hero's journey. I would know you'd love to talk his ear off more, but we should read on our way. Its documents with Omar won't collect themselves. Of course. Afterward, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points on your trees. Next time, then, don't tell the others to look after themselves. Or Zealous friend in particular. Mind him not to overexert himself. Again and again until his ears falls off. That's it takes him to take it worse. Fucking Graw's getting so much shit, these people. Stop overexerting yourself! I'm working! Get that book off her hands. What else I'll be saying? I hope Duelia Chai and Chai's nuns. Is that the warrior dark? Oh, it's that kid. Yep. Oh god, it's them. It's him. It's really him. What are you doing here? If we're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. I hope it's something for creeping death. Best not, Rika. Don't even give him a stomachache. We come to see Moran to give us advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose a fighting style. Well, I know that I want to be a mage. Arrogant isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe or the sword, or maybe a bow. We all seem right, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Moran. He knows about a lot of things. He isn't here? Aww. Oh, why don't you have the warrior darkness choose for you? Who do you think suits our best? Axe or bow? Well, let's see. You got your mage, you got your healer, so he needs to tank his bank. The sword, if you took up the sword, you could be just like Brandon, the Warrior Light. I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide Warrior Darkness. I'll start with that style. I may try something else later on. And I'll get really strong. I hope I have a bout with you. Okay, kid. Okay, who else are we going to be running into? Such fun he's been having basket adoration on musty old bookworms and mud links. Does he spare a thought for me? Of course not. Oh, Feu. I waited and waited and waited, but he hasn't acknowledged the presence of his beautiful branch, even though he's right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless! I gotta have that hit. If you truly miss me, you should have cried from the top of your lungs the instant he arrives. To make up for it, you will call him with twice the passion next time. Though for there, it'll be a next time. Though for there to be a next time, there's some few struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world's on the verge of destruction, is it? How do you know? How do I know this? Sure as we are, it's plain and as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. With that, I aid you in your quest, but we Fae folk is bound to that of the star. Where it goes, so too we follow. Such is our way. The most I would do for you is spare you the pain by giving you the sweetest eternal dreams. But if escape is not your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. But there are other ones that you're waiting for, I wonder. What manner of conclusion awaits that tale's end? Hey, you need to stop spying on my shit. It's creeping me out. Hey, wait, Rain. My apologies for the delay. Kelly, it was so wonderful to see you again. It doesn't have much confidence there, so I'll leave you to it. I've been taking the liberty of unlocking it, I'm guessing you may enter at your leisure. Thanks, Lena. Rain, will you sense? Guys, obviously you're fucking Hyde. I'm really that everyone's... Well, I had this feeling like a pit in my stomach and I was afraid that something might happen. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that... I'm the Oracle of Light. I had never spoken with Highland, never once heard her call. Even so, I always had this feeling deep inside a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close and distant again. And then the other night I was jolted awake by the feeling that I had been completely severed. That ain't good. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. When was this, Reen? Because... But when I blinked, everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Okay, well, you're not telling me. I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. World's ending in our area. You know what's gonna funny? We're gonna do a Final Fantasy bit, and everyone has to pray for our success to win. Wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Emerald has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first, so don't worry about us, please. Look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, even if we weren't. We learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be sure we won't go quietly. Just keep having thoughts. No, we'll hold on until we find a way to save all our worlds. So long as we continue your fight, so too will we. Unite in purpose beneath a blazing sky. Open palm flower. You're headed to Elbrus and consult with Elbrus, right? I'll do some consulting on my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we want to best prepare for the final days. So it's fair out for now, but we see each other again. I'm certain of it. I hope so. Through flood and the turning of the light warrants, we're survivors. We don't need to do. We don't do well. I'll go back to the light. This is also big. I have so many fucking items right now. Oh, that's a good item. Welcome back. Captain has told me. Give the word and I'll show you that. Oh, this is going to be interesting to talk to Elizabeth.
Biometric authentication complete. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Silco's tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream.
I love this.
You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiark. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share. I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? The end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him. Fandaniel.
Really?
Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him. Long ago.
So he made the research about it.
Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation. So consumed by self-loathing and hate.
Wait a minute.
Elpis. Yes. The name is familiar to me.
So wait, Vendetta was a really good guy when he was whole. But his last incarnation, he became self-loathing and hatred. Remember how Moon Maria and everyone else in Realm Reborn explained how the soul usually goes there and goes to the Ethereal Sea. Meanwhile, you know, Lilibus or Ascian just goes into their little pocket dimension. What's to say something went in the middle and filtered into it? And then he got corrupted in his incarnation. Well, obviously we know there's going to be some big baddie that's doing all this. We have to stop them. Why are they doing it? But now we're starting to make a connection, I guess.
Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the Convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief.
Huh.
He was Hermes.
Of course.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis.
What?
No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment.
But what?
Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act.
I was gonna say, this is gonna take your whole essence.
You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
This will be the end of Elibis forever.
All appears to be in order. the ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here.
Still, man.
The ones I love and long to see again are waiting. In that promised land. Beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back. Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
God damn it. Fucking Once again, we're traveling time and space. Oh shit. Definitely incorporeal. I want to say that's Elizabeth. Oh, never mind. They're all white masked. Aether like device. Presence around the zone of Aether at present possible to tune with it. Wait, what? Despite attempting to channel and focus your energy, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. Man stares suitably at its Aether-like device, guide for a setting on likelihood. Attempt to get a man's station answers, but if he sees a Harry, he gives those no indication. As Liv sworn, it's only from your informant's entangled. Ugh, damn it. This is the right place, yes? Halloween. President was where it's facilities. Oh my god. Attempted to generally prod the world with attract attention, but feel nothing. It seems like it's shitty. Just fucking around. You know, we're incorporeal at this point. Regular large man wears a lacquer and half mask. Much like the Phantoms encountering Mara Doom and recreate Imram, who has seen the enemy to his destination. Damn it, Galleon! It does get wild and all manner of greens and obscenities. Asshole! The man does not seem as surprised in general, Jack. Get to the point. The Corporal, transcending the boundary between existence and nihility. It's like the door leads outside, but how to open it? You just go through it. God fucking damn it. We're a ghost!
And here we are, Elpis.
Emmett?
Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor? Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while. You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Oh, God.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Wait, what?
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
So is that Vanat? Of course, that's Emmett.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
I am it. You son of a bitch.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
If that's not a fucking reason.
You may open your eyes.
Come on, just admit it's fucking Emmett. Oh shit!
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect.
Our old friend! New old
Sulking
friend.
beside me is the most honourable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words.
Wow.
So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here.
I don't know how I'm going to pursue with this.
You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
I can't say his name because that's an insult. So I'll put this one down. Because if they know I know his real name, they're going to be insulted.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
It's funny how anime's like, you see
Besides,
that?
having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
Argos. And there's Venat.
This presence.
Well, we know who that is.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
Oh, God. It's not gonna fit Daniel.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
If in case you didn't know, it's rude to stare. Stop. Those researchers are from the academia and our words of Harmel. Here, those are the state of the looking for. Wish there could be more equal attention to the environment, especially how much noise they are adding to the little debate. I thought we'd try to later down the line. It should be you wild for this one. Wait a boy, little Timmy stuck in the wheel. No, not Timmy. Argo is on, Argo is off. We're late and for not shipping. Spoilers. Wait, I can't interact with the crap baskets. Holy fuck, this zone's huge. It's hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels like we could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, start with the basics. Using concepts that give shapes to ether, creation match allows us to bring forth anything we desire, be it animate objects or living beings. Anyone can make conceive of concepts, but it must undergo evaluation at the Bureau of Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Olympus for in-depth observation and study. Fascinating facility, isn't it? Dare say you'll try to tour it with us. Ooh, we got a package. Now then, our friend Hermes, aside from overseeing the facility, he is also conducting his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observatory hub. Let's seek him out first. Tired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear MSX wishes to keep a low profile for his errand, so do you know how to make a robe? The basic concept will do it. No, in that case, Emmett. No, your whim, your responsibility. You're getting another thimble ether out of me. The way he scrimps about sometimes, you think he wasn't a nigh bombless fawn magic. He made a city, and he made your simulacrum. Very well, I should make the robe. Perhaps you can assist. Come on, let's search the requisite material. I can't believe we're in the past. And interacting with said past! I don't know how this is a good thing. No means no. Just be grateful I am willing to wait. Yes, these creatures are socialize. An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 petrogoni? These are 3 species here. I believe ain't 2 different kinds of those were. Now, I should mention that the strength of the ropes is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thick compared to ours, we need to awaken the pose first. Good luck. With one of their hard-ass breadsticks, also essence has beautiful eyes. Yep, they do. Playable essence. They really do have good eyes. And fucking Emmett, he is so fucking Kingdom Hearts 3. And how's there is? Dude, you would think that was a chick. Oh, hi. Nobody's show you. Okay. There, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but we were trying not to stand. Damn it! Well, not just like that. You need the veritones or consistent aether first. At least you're wondering why I asked for two species due to the difference in the etheric balance. Palladium allows us to produce carbon with superior etheric stability. Well, good, disguised, and educated, but I won't fool anyone who can't see worth a damn. Fair point, but at least, very least, it'll spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. That was sex speech true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think the look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you're a familiar. Question is, whose? Of course, Azim's. If you say you belong to him, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Spoil our associates' absence. For lack of his presence, absolutely. Were he here, he'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let's continue with our errand. Dude. Brah. Brah. Oh, man! I have to mind to put the Almighty caster here. Oh no, even better yet, I go with my fucking MSQ and I dress as my healer. We were like... We got fighting Ascian, we have Ascian in our team. Dubious as passing off Ascian's familiar is probably the best approach. Should we take offense that others so rarely believe his recklessness is to blame? He is welcome to mend his ways. God damn it! Has a child an original size? I think not. Augment or no, your ether is still far too thin to be considered normal. Search of Hermes. If you're ready, let's continue along with the path of Agrisis. The place serves as an observation hub and residence both. Someone is really able to point us the direction of Hermes. Ugh. On the side of Hades, Churchman has him in the middle. Well, shit. Oh. Ah, shit. They're doing maintenance. I might have to fucking call it early today. Fuck. Okay, how do we get to the next East right? I'm gonna have to call it quits then. Damn. Yeah, if they're fucking calling it maintenance, I have no choice in the matter. I gotta get my shit done. Not to mention, it'd probably be a good idea to get some break. Like I said earlier, I've been up since 12 doing that shit. I was wondering what she was examining, but it seems to be Bush itself. Let's see if this observer knows Hermes' whereabouts. Yes, could I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where you might find him? Well, now, by your math, I'm assuming you're the one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see. My lips are sealed. The chief should be out conducting observations as usual. His focus of late been aquatic creatures, so I expect you to find him in one of the pools here. Yeah, he was really big on the sea creatures. The pools, you say? Many thanks, and apologies for disrupting your work. I say how to this. Well, I never met Hermes. You know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? That I could. As you know, Emisok and I concern the color of souls. So it was almost similar to Y'shtola. By the same token, we can also see either quite keenly and from great distances. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Sign the script. With this go, I could really locate Hermes, but I feel like it would be a waste of opportunity. We are to perform an assessment. After all, by searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Olympus and the man in charge of it. This is much for your own enjoyment, I guess not, but point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. So you know, it's because we're in Ellipsis, we don't have our cowls up, a special exception due to the need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. It's very a treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let's find our man. Sorry, I was just taking in the environment. It's just Garden of Eden, pretty much. I want to say we're gonna see probably fucking a little bit in his old days, but don't ask me why, but my latest creation won't eat anything but bi-colored gemstones. I'm going to need to get my hands on more of them running fast. Great, I gotta wait for a little bit more. There you go. Bastard. Be wonderful. They have such funny faces. It's like an Aura, Makote, and Vera mixed in one. Along with a Garuda. What happened to Garuda has made it with somebody?
Huh. You are...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be...
I think she just blew an egg.
Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts.
Oh, fuck me.
May we please be friends?
Just don't.
May we please be friends?
Ah, I see you found him.
It's Ladeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation?
Emmet Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chanced to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, Her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
Uh-oh.
The Nemestoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb, with their sorry excuses for limbs?
Oh my god, damn it. You're so fucking picky.
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
I'll help, too!
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Excuse me. I want to press that, but okay. Alright, so are you alright? Oh boy. It seems Hermes and Etran found their core, a creature known in ages as Emperor with Stama. Yet, though it has been safely extricated from the tree, Hermes appears to have found himself in quite the predicament. In business, Hermes saw it up there behind a tree. He climbed to get it, but it jumped on him and he slipped. No, I'm fine. I'm just if a little embarrassed. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Oh boy. Ugh. Hermes, are you alright? Quite alright. Yes, my apologies for making you worry, Ketchum. Both you and her. Cantarelli, you are called. Intriguing name, somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. You're able to fly, but it doesn't mean you're gonna fall and hurt yourself. Oh no, I forgot. It's all about its fellows. Really? What a relief. I must thank Elmacilla and Heterodias I would return them. But first, with the distractions out of the way. As Chief Overseer Olympus, permitted the welcome into our facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. Of all the shit that Fandaniel has done to us, yeah, I see why Olympus actually liked them in the past. You notice it appears to be floating ever so slightly. Okay, I'm gonna end it here, so I gotta get my shit done.